Take two. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Diane, and today I'm gonna be walking you guys through my my planty house collection. I'm not sure how to title this video, but I'm gonna walk you guys through all the plants that I have in my house. And this is actually the second time that I have to record this video because the first time the microphone wasn't even on. So I'm just gonna turn you guys around and start the whole collection again, I guess. Once you come in my house, this is how it looks from the door. So yeah, we're gonna start over there by the window. Those windows are south facing windows, and then we have an east facing window here. As you can see, this room receive a lot of light. Yeah, you can see the sun cashers coming through. Oh my god, I love it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So over here I have my lithops. I don't have anything to say about this plant except they're cool. They look like buttholes. And then right next to it, this is a succulent. I'm not even sure what's the name of it, but yeah, this is a propagation box, but I'm growing these from seeds. So the really tall ones, those are baby blues. And then right next to it, those are begonias, fibrous cocktail. I'm not even sure if that's the right name, but yes, they're begonias. And then right beside it, this looks crazy, but it's because I shopped them back after Christmas, and this is a poinsettia. All right, so right here we have three plants. Well, actually four with the one on the bottom. We're gonna talk about these right here. This is my orchid, and as you can see, she doesn't have any bloom because I was over watering this plant, so all the roots just suffered from root rot. And yeah, there's like a couple roots in there. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see because the sun is coming through. She'll be fine. She's recovering. And then right behind it is my snake plant, Sansevieria, whatever you want to call her. She's a very, at least for me, I don't know if it's because I have her in a window, but for me, she's a fast grower. Ugh, if I can take her out of there. Don't kill me, guys. I'm pulling her out through the leaves, but yeah. Look at her roots. And then right next to it, my variegated banana tree, or Florida Musa, whatever you want to call her. She's a fast grower too. Like she just put out this new leaf, and she's putting out one there now. This one's another one that I have to repot because she dries out way too fast. All right, so right below it is my Syngonium. I don't know what type of Syngonium this is, but I have her in pond, and she's dried. Yeah, I gotta put some water in here. Fast grower. I love this plant. It was given to me by my mother-in-law. I want to say like 3-4 years ago. So she's one of the ones that has been here for quite some time. And then right over here below the TV, there's a couple plants. Right here is a cutting from my Pearls and Jade photos. And I cut this back because it was reverting, but she still haven't given me any growth. She's probably gonna go in the trash, I'm not gonna lie. So over here, we can say happy birthday to this baby because she's about to be a year old. I grew her from seed, and this is my rainbow Cullius. I'm not sure how to say that. Anyways, yeah, you guys understand me. I think I'm gonna shop her blooms back because they make a lot of mess. I don't know if you guys are able to see the floor, but there's tons of like blooms everywhere, and I hate it. She also needs to be repotted because she dries out way too much. Every 2 days I have to water her again. Okay, so right below it we have my Syngonian albo, which is putting out a lot of white leaves. I just want to chop that off to see if she starts putting out some kind of variegation. Right next to it is my never plant, or Fitonia, whatever you want to call her. She's a fussy plant. She is very dramatic. That's all I have to say. Very slow grower too. So if you are impatient, I don't suggest this plant. Triscantia pistachio, and this one's a prolific grower. Once it's time for her to be repotted, I'm gonna have her as a hanging plant because I think she will look very gorgeous. She just grows way too fast. So those are all the plants that I have here. And then on this shelf, I don't have any plants down there. I just have my TBR. And then on top, we have my Alocasia Maharani. This is my mother plant, the one I was mentioning in the other video. She has a couple leaves that they're not looking their best. But yeah, for some reason, I can't get her out of the 3 leaves club. And then right behind it is my Anthurium luxurious or luxuriance. I'm not sure, but yes, this is her. I love these leaves. So she's currently in moss, which I have to either repot her, take her out of moss. I actually want to put her in pond, but I'm not sure yet. Right in front of him, we have my Hoya Fichii, which she wasn't doing anything for the longest until I put her in this trellis, which I hate. She's probably going to be featured in my repotting video because I'm planning on changing this trellis. But yeah, ever since she's there climbing, she's put out tons of new growth. So over here we have my golden pothos. She's been with me for 5 years. She was cut back, like really chopped back. She had a really bad infestation of spider mites, so I chopped her back and decided to put her as a hanging plant. And then over here we have my tortum. She's also gonna be in my repotting video because I think she's suffering from root rot. I don't know what's going on with her. She's a slow grower, and yeah, I don't understand this. I think she's suffering from root rot. Right next to it is my Anthurium magnificent cross with crystallinum, and this one I feel like she's a slow grower. Yeah, don't ask me about that leaf. Well, do ask me. I was very impatient, and yeah, that was my fault. She's pushing out a new leaf, and then right behind it we have my Anthurium magnificent hybrid, which put out this leaf like a month and a half ago, and this came out like this. And I guess it was due to the fact that most of these, I don't know if there were leaves that either the grower or the store had cut back, and this was one of the damaged leaves. But she's pushing out a new leaf right there. Right here is my propagation box. I have a lot of alocasia corms in there, and well, some of them did sprout. And then over here we have my Anthurium regalcilling, which I believe has a baby leaf coming through too. And right below it, we have a holiday cactus. I'm not sure if this is a Christmas or a Thanksgiving cactus. It was sold as a Christmas cactus, but it also looks like it could be a Thanksgiving cactus, so I'm not sure. Before I forget, because I forgot this earlier, this is my crispy wave fern, and I repotted her not too long ago because she was drying out way too much, and I wasn't even noticing that she was drying, and due to that she suffered and all her growth is dried. And then over here is my cilantros. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to grow cilantro. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I'm gonna have to look for more information. There is a spider plant. This used to be one of the babies from my mother plant. I actually gave my mother plant a couple months ago to my aunt because it was just growing way too fast. It had a lot of babies. It was out of control, so I just didn't have a space for her. I ended up giving it to my aunt, and I took 3 cuttings for myself. I gave one to my sister, one to my my ex co-worker, and yeah, so you're gonna see 2 more cuttings. And right next to it, the Philodendron micans. I just love this plant. I love the velvety leaf, the red bags. She's a fast grower. I just love everything about this plant. And then right next to it, we have the Prosen J Pothos. I didn't think she was a fast grower until I took a look at a photo that I had taken back in December, and wow, she has grown a ton. So over here we only have three plants. This is my begonia black magic, fast grower too. She doesn't like to dry out completely, so I water her every time I see it like almost completely dry. That's when I water her. So right next to it I have my philodendron biliaceae. She's pushing out a leaf there, very slow grower too. And then right below it, right next to it, I have another cutting of my, well, not a cutting, a baby of my all green spider plant. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. Okay. So right below it, it's my big Dieffenbachia. What is she? Dieffenbachia sterling, which is suffering from, I don't know, I have to take a look at her roots because I looked at her. She doesn't have any pests, but for some reason she continues to give me a lot of yellow leaves, which I'm not sure what that's all about. Like she used to be full, and now look, she's starting to look kind of bare. I don't like it. All right. So over here, this is a plant that has been with me for almost 5 years or a little bit over 5 years, just like the pothos. In the last year, she has given me all these new babies. But yeah, this is sure. This is her after 5 years. And then this is my Syngonium Randy. She needs to be repotted. She dries out way too much. Every, I don't know, 2 3 days I have to water her. So right below it we have two plants, which is my Philodendron Mame. Right behind it we have Philodendron Gloriosum. Well, no, this is the Glorious because she did this one's a climber. And then right below her we have a Calathea. Don't talk to me about Calatheas because I don't know anything about it. I don't even know how I've managed to have this one. I remember I had one a couple years ago. And one thing that I do know now that I didn't know before is that they don't like to dry out. So that one, it was probably underwater, and that's the reason why I killed it. But I've been giving this one tap water, and she's been fine. This is a Calathea stella. I'm not sure if I said that before, but. And then right next to it, we have the Philodendron Red Sun. All right, so right beside it, we have, this is a begonia. My boyfriend just got me this one on Valentine's Day. It's a begonia that he liked. It's not something that I would have picked. I mean, I like the color, but it's not something I would have picked. And this is a begonia brevirumosa. I think that the leaves comes out green and then they turn into that pinkish color. I'm not sure. Right behind it, we have my Looking Glass begonia. She's a fast grower. Right on top of it, we don't have anything. But that's because I have them on the window ceiling. And this baby, he's a cactus. My boyfriend actually gave me this one a couple days ago, and I don't know, for some reason this reminds me of Egypt, mummies, and I don't know. It's just very cool. And then we have my Begonia fiddle. Very cool looking plant. I love everything about this plant. The way she looks, from like the spikiness and then the holes on the back. I don't know. I think she's just a very cool plant. Right behind her, we have a Dieffenbachia. What is it? Dieffenbachia Camille. So she's been with me for 3 years, and although it doesn't look like she's more than 3 years old, this plant suffered from a really bad infestation of mealybugs, and I didn't know what mealybugs were at the time. So I just put her outside to die. Yeah, that was me. I put her outside to die until I started doing a little bit of research, and I figure out how to pest treat my plant, and that's what I did. So this is the only thing that I was able to recover. Then right beside her, it's my Begonia palensis, and I actually saw wild fern with this plant, and ever since I saw this plant on her channel, I was like, I need to have her. I love the fussy petioles. Her leaves are also fussy. She looks like a spider web. I just love everything about this plant. And then right here hanging, this is not the only hanging plant that I have here. I usually have those hanging on the wall, but since the weather and the temperature has been really nice, I just been leaving those there by the window. But this is my Hoya variegated compacta, very slow grower. So right here on the side, we gotta say happy birthday to this one because this one's a year old too. Tomorrow she'll be a year old. That's when I actually started growing her from seed, pushing out a new leaf. So that is her. So yes, happy birthday to her. And then we have my Monstera Thai constellation. She's also, let me see if I can show you guys. Yep, right here. She's pregnant with a new leaf, which I can't wait to see the fenestration on those. But yes, that's her new leaf. There, you can see it. Yep. All right, so over here we have another baby Thai constellation. This one has rotted on me twice already. She had 4 leaves. She lost 2 of them due to rotting, like I said, but it's fine because she's pushing out a new leaf as well. This is my Hochkaliana intervariegated, very slow grower too. So if you're impatient and you love this plant, love the way that it looks trailing and everything, I recommend you getting a more established one or an actual pot that's bigger and fuller because she's she's slow. She's a very slow grower. Then over here I have my Hoya lacunosa or croniana slash fast grower. Nothing compared to the Hushkuliana. This one's a fast grower. She's constantly giving me new growth. Like I'm not able to show you guys now because I don't see any, but I can't wait for this one to bloom. So right behind her, we have a philodendron white princess. And I know what they say about philodendron having their leaves stuck, but this one, I don't have any issues with this one. I don't know. Maybe I have a good plant. And then right beside it, I have my pink princess. And this is the only thing that I have of her. She's currently recovering in moss. I had a rug there in front of the couch. So when I went to lift up the couch, I kind of yanked on the couch. This whole shelf just like tipped forward. That plant ended up suffering from the fall. So yeah, I chopped her back down. I took 2 cuttings of it, and those are the 2 cuttings that I have. There's a new leaf growing there. But unlike the white princess, this one does get those stuck leaves, which is something that I hate. So we're gonna talk about the hanging plant. My Hoya linearis. Oh my god, I can't stress enough how much I love that Hoya. She's a fast grower. I love how delicate it looks. I love the long, skinny, very fussy leaves. I just love everything about that plant. And then right next to it, I have my Hoya Crimson Queen. Let me put her down. So this is her. It was just a small cutting when I got her. So over here I have my Scindapsus exotica. She's very bushy. As you can see, she's very bushy. I just don't want to take her out of there because I have her in one of these so that she can start climbing up. I want a couple vines here just like trailing down, and those, I don't know, we'll see. I love the big leaves. I love that she's a hanging plant. I just hate the fact that she's a very slow grower. Before we even get to down here, I forgot about these. So this is a Redicium aglaonema, and you can see the 2 growth points on that one, and then there's a little one right there growing. There's nothing to show there. She suffered, so she came in those little lugs, and I didn't know. I repotted her, and just like I just kept on seeing that she was dropping leaves and dropping leaves. It was already too late when I noticed that she had a plug, and so I think that's the reason why she started dropping leaves. And right next to it, this is another aglaonema Mahasumbat. I'm not even sure how to say that, but she's pretty soon she's gonna start blooming, which I'm probably gonna cut that off because I don't like their blooms. But yeah, this is her. This is my Syngonium chiapense, but she is pushing a leaf. And then right next to it, oh my god, this is a Rhaphidophora. And when I first bought her, she was on a plank. I didn't like her in a plank, so I thought that she was gonna look a lot better in a mouse pole, and hate it. I hate it. I want to put her back in a plank. I want to chop her back down, all the way down, and just put her back in a plank. Tell me if I'm crazy. It's just aesthetically, it doesn't look pleasing. So, and then my one and only, my Philodendron verrucosum. This is the plant. Thanks to this plant is that I grew up this obsession on having more houseplants. This is her newest leaf. Still feel kind of soft and hardening. I got a feeling why she's not as big as the previous ones. She was like starting to become bare on the bottom, so I made a couple shots. I made a cut here, which activated this new growth point. I do have a baby right here, which I grew from a wet stick. So going back to the cuts, I made a cut there, and I also made a cut here. Hopefully I can start activating this new growth point to start seeing the shape of the verrucosum, which I love. I love everything about this plant. This is like my favorite plant. The fussy petioles, the red back, the venation on the front, the velvety. I just love everything about this plant. This is my favorite plant. And then right next to it is my Manjula pothos. As you can see, she's been putting out tons and tons of new growth. There's a couple ones that are browning, and I think it has to do with the humidity in here. It's fine. She'll be fine. Every time my sister comes in here, she's like, oh, that's my favorite plant. I love this plant. So I'll probably give her a cutting out of this plant. Okay, so down here we have my Hoya Victorinae variegata. I'm not even sure. If you want a fast growing Hoya, highly recommend this one. I can't wait for this Hoya to bloom. Right next to it we have my Aglonema pictum tricolor. I just love everything about this Aglonema. Hasn't given me any grief, and she's a prolific grower. And then right next to it I have a jade plant. I have cut this one back multiple times. So right below it we have a party time plant. She's not doing so good. I actually have a cutting of this plant, and she's living in my cabinet in pond, and that cutting is actually doing a lot better than this. I have a begonia Miss Mommy, and this one is in a self-watering pot which doesn't have any water. If you underwater this one, best believe that the leaves are gonna start crisping, like it's happening with that one. And then right below it we have a prime rose. I'm gonna try to insert a picture of how this one looks. This is actually sad. Like I don't want to move her that much because she's like infested with fungus gnats. So I actually cut basically all of her roots, and this is the only thing that survived. So I'm gonna take her out of here, throw that dirt out, and I'm gonna repot her. Let me not move her that much because there's a lot of bichitos going around in there. Then right here, I have my jewel orchid, which is in sphagnum moss. I have to repot her too. She's probably going to be featured in my repot video. I love this plant, but she's slow. And then right next to it is my other spider plant. This is my Bonnie. Is it Bonnie? So it has the white line, the white striped line. And then this is my third green variety spider plant, and I don't know if you guys are able to see that she's looking a little pale, and that's because she's dried. So I know this plant needs water when it's like her leaves starts changing colors and she start looking kind of grayish green. I don't know how to explain it, but she needs water. And then over here, this is actually my boyfriend's, and this is one of those pines that they sell especially during the Christmas season. So he got one, and yeah, he barely waters it. You can see that it's drying out, but that's his. And then in my kitchen, don't look at the hideous color on the frames, because that's the reason why I have to paint there. I'm gonna start painting this. So over here we have my Begonia listata. She's new. I just recently treated her with my pest prevention spray, and yeah, so that's why she's here. She needs to be repotted. And then this one my boyfriend gave to me the same day that he gave me the cacti by the window. And this is a, what is this? Peperomia baby rubber, I believe it is. And we have this cabinet that I have to clean. As you can see, it looks very dirty, but right on top of it we have my string of hearts variegated. She's a fast grower, so I cut this one back so many times. And right next to it is my string of turtles, which I have never shot back, but the turtles on the bottom, they look kind of small, so I don't know what's that about. Then over here we have a very sad aloe vera. Very sad. I'm not even gonna talk about that because if it dies, it dies. Whatever. Right here in my cabinet we have my Maharanis. And then right here we have an alocasia dragon scale. This one's from a corm that I was able to save from the mother plant. The mother plant is no longer with me. She passed to a better life, I guess. And then we have a couple different corms in here that sprouted. And as you can see, I have a dragon's breath there, and I don't know what the other ones are. This one looks like it has some kind of irrigation there, like right below it. That's a bulb that is pushing out a new leaf now, and that's from an alocasia poly. This is actually my mother plant. And then over here we have a different, I don't know if that's a poly, but then like you can see there's two different plants, so I believe this is a poly, but then I don't know what's this. And then behind it, it's my alocasia mellow. This is the mother plant. Right below it, alocasia ninja, which I'm planning on potting them up, but I have one corm that's almost there, almost. I'm just waiting for that leaf. And then back here, my alocasia silver dragon, and she put out this new leaf, which I'm in love with that new leaf. I don't know if you guys are able to see. Let me see. It looks like it's for variegated. Hold on, let me turn on the light. So it looks like she has some kind of variegation in there, you see, but that one looks like it, I don't know, like it could be variegated, but yeah, I'm in love with this leaf. Oh my god, look at that, it looks so sexy. And this is actually my mother plant. And then over here we have an alocasia pink dragon here, and this is a corm that sprouted. So oh, she's putting out a new leaf, I didn't even notice that. And then back here, or down here should I say, this is my Hoya Guayarii variegated, and I can show you guys a picture of it. She was very full the same day that I brought her home. I sat on top of her. So yeah, this is the only thing that I was able to save. This is the other party time. Yeah, she looks a lot better and a lot healthier in pond, so I think I'm gonna transition the other one and just put them together. And then back here I have an alocasia cuprea. This is my mother plant. I wasn't able to take any corms out of her because she didn't have any. She did lose most of her leaves, but this one she put out not so long ago, and now she's pushing another one. And then over here, it's a lime tree. This is actually my son's, it's not mine, and it's infested with spider mites. So I got it treated. Yeah, this is his, and the only thing that I actually do is just water it. Whenever he grows lime, he takes them off and he eats them. And then on top of my fridge, so we have a Fukian tea tree bonsai, and I'm actually waiting for like spring to take him out of here and put him in a different pot, trim him down. He's been here for like 2 years now, 2 3 years. I hope you guys had enjoyed my plant tour. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free so that you don't miss any upcoming video from this crazy lady. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.